G'day humans, what's a good word? This is Chris Thunder. That is Fruity as Alex. We are Wrestling Hostile. How are you this weekend, Alex?
Still waiting for Mania to start. When's this big show that we've been building up to all year coming? Because I feel like I watched whatever B show in your house event was on the weekend, but no major event or anything.
Yeah, well, jeez, we'll get there. Yeah. It was not good. I said last week, the build has been average, but the in-ring matches should deliver.
I mean, in hindsight, matches that should deliver pretty much delivered. It's just nothing overly memorable. But yeah, we'll touch more on it later.
So because last week's VOD went up without audio and I spent the whole day editing together the audio and the video to be almost spot on as much as I could. I have not seen any GCW Indie Mania sort of weekend stuff or the Hall of Fame itself, but I suppose we have to touch on I suppose crazed wrestling fans, the amount of incidents, not only from the WWE wrestlers and staff that I've heard this weekend, but the indie wrestlers as well, is just fucking ridiculous.
From all reports, it just sounded like a security issue.
Oh, yeah, for the WWE hotel, yeah, but even the stuff that was going on at some of the indie events, Elena Black, the former Cora Jade, has come out and said she was assaulted.
Yeah, she went live. Which just showed all of her followers.
I don't blame her getting whatever evidence she could have said, Guy. Booker T saying that he was followed into the toilet and some guy was trying to film him in the bathroom.
You know.
And various other wrestlers. We've seen footage of Randy trying to go through the lobby, Drew.
Yeah.
The footage with
Punk stuff.
Yeah, Punk, Bayley, and AJ Lee after the main event of night 2 in the lobby.
Danhausen in his human mask was also there for that video.
You know who else was there?
Who?
TNA
Steel?
Yeah, TNA producer Ace Steel. Yeah, did not expect to see him around a Mania weekend.
Well, you know, a dust-up involving CM Punk happens, guess who's going to be there?
Oh, man. But yeah, there's no... we are having a bit of a giggle about it, but honestly, leave the fucking wrestlers alone. We have said this...
pathetic.
We've said this so many times on this show, and there is an article out, I can't remember the outlet, but it came out middle of last year saying somebody is going to die. And it just seems to keep escalating and escalating. We had Rhea in France getting mobbed. We've had women either had stuff sent to their houses or people go to their houses. We've had people go to the PC before the PC was open to host NXT.
I mean, this is over half a decade ago now, but remember the Sonya Deville stuff.
Yeah, geez, that was a while ago, but yeah, that as well.
Yeah.
The guy who was going to go and take her and...
Yeah, God knows what would have happened if he got a hold of her. Yeah, it's unreal. This past weekend, honestly, to get a little bit serious and deep and meaningful with it all, I've genuinely questioned whether wrestling is a thing I am into anymore. And underwhelming WrestleMania aside, there's just other things outside of the ring that are just making it really hard to even just say to someone, I like wrestling. Shit like this makes it hard for the people that aren't being creepos to come out and be like, I like wrestling. And it makes it hard for the good people that are out there that like wrestling to want to go to these events and actually have a good time, because this shit just scares off people.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Like, why would I, like, when my kid gets older, why would I ever want to take my kid to an event like that when that sort of shit's going on?
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Oh, boy. Should we, I suppose, touch on the 2 days of, I guess, in-ring action, or should I say commercial action?
When is the best bit where I can talk about how I've actually binge-watched the whole Hogan doco?
I suppose. You can go for it right now, man, if you want.
My highlight was him, because, they had interview footage with him before he died. My highlight was him talking about getting booed out of the building on that Raw on Netflix.
Oh, he talks about that.
He talks about it, and he talks about how he loved it, and you can get me in the ring with anyone in LA, and I'll be the biggest heel. Like, just book it. He was talking about, like, he saw how much hate I was getting. They should book me in a main event match in LA.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, only if you just shoot beaten down, Jesus.
It worked for Ric Flair's last match.
And Triple H, like, commenting on that whole thing, saying that, you know how he does that thing where he asks questions and then immediately answers it. It's my most hated way of communicating. And he goes, did we think that Hulk Hogan would come out and get a negative reaction? Yeah, we did think that. It's like, then why'd you do it?
Idiots.
Yeah, and they had footage from his actual funeral, and they had footage of Vince McMahon's speech at the funeral.
Oh wow!
Which was interesting. He talked about basically it was Vince just saying he always left people standing on their feet, applauding at the end of his matches, so everyone just stand up on their. He just leads everyone in the funeral to just get up on their feet and start chanting Hogan, which was kind of cool, but just weird for a funeral.
Yeah. So from there, WrestleMania.
It's definitely worth watching, by the way, but you just got to watch it with a bit of the hindsight of I might be listening to complete bullshit here. Who knows? Yeah.
So yeah, WrestleMania back in Vegas, Allegiant Stadium, night one.
Oh god.
Did you watch night one live or on delay?
I watched night one on delay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the stage?
Beautiful.
Really?
Bit busy, but beautiful nonetheless, because I was expecting. I just felt like they were just going to take less effort with it this year.
Yeah, I guess I was a bit sport the previous year where we had the big casino in the arena.
I'm not sure what the stage was.
I've got
it was just a heap of buildings, or just a heap of shapes, really.
It's one small LED screen, a bigger LED screen in the first tier of seating, and then those two pillars.
Yeah, those big pillars, which I liked the pillars.
From there, we go to Lin-Manuel Miranda doing our opening. He does it for both nights. I thought, okay, odd choice for somebody to do the WrestleMania introduction. And then I saw a clip this week after I saw WrestleMania.
Of
and it's
him just being a flat-out mark.
him just talking up how much he loves wrestling. And the best thing is the stories don't end because there's this kid now who's champion of Mexico, and he's Dominic Mysterio, and he talks about how he's a 20-year veteran because 20 years ago there was a match for his custody between Rey Mysterio and this wrestler called Eddie Guerrero, who he now looks like Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, sir, you have won me over.
Yeah.
Talks about how, WrestleMania is the biggest night of the year. It's sort of like a drama that never ends. Oh boy, this night was certainly never ending. Out first to greet the crowd, John Cena. Suit and tie, pinstripes. This is...
He looked like Vince.
Yeah,
genuinely looked like Vince. His hair and everything. He looked like 1999 Vince McMahon.
Yeah, I've seen all those comparisons going around. I guess this is just Cena that we get now outside of his occasional Make-A-Wish appearances. He'll just be suit and tie, Guy Smiley.
Yeah, I think so.
Our commentary team for the night will be Wade Barrett and Michael Cole. Any thoughts on those two gents for the entire evenings?
I'm a huge fan of Barrett on commentary. I think I think he was fantastic. Michael Cole, like, it has to be Michael Cole at this point, even though I think actually no, there isn't really any better options really for the play-by-play. So yeah, might as well be Michael Cole.
Do you want Joe Tessitore calling a WrestleMania?
Maybe give him a match, but that's it.
Well, they did give someone a match, and we'll talk about that soon.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we've still got a whole nother night to get through.
So they do talk about this is Cole's 25th WrestleMania.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's actually insane.
More than any other commentator, I'm assuming at this point by a wide margin.
By a large margin.
So yeah, our first match will be the Usos and LA Knight. They are taking on the Vision, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and IshowSpeed. They mentioned that Speed was the Prime bottle at one WrestleMania. I thought that was KSI.
No, that was also KSI.
Oh, so they've both done it.
They've both done it at different WrestleManias.
Okay.
I think Speed was WrestleMania 40.
I love how the Usos come in and they're just in the stairs in the lower bowl. They're not coming from like the third row and just continually running back this song for their entrance.
I would love it if they just did that. They just did it from the most furthest back.
Sandman, One Night Stand, ECW 05.
Oh, actually, yeah. That's an entrance that I would love to just go forever.
LA Knight comes out in his LA Knight truck.
Did you know that the WWE is sponsored by Ram trucks? Who would have thought?
No, I didn't. Have you ever seen a Ram in Australia?
Oh, they're big now.
Yeah.
I see them all over the place at the moment. It's like them and the big-ass Chevy Silverados.
Oh, yeah, we don't make car anymore.
Yeah, no, we're down. We've been stuck with the Yank tanks, as they call them. Yeah, I remember there was a time where, like, you would never see those things.
The Vision come out, they've got, like, a big banner, and then it drops, and the three men are standing there, and it all goes to all the different drone footage of the guys.
Man, imagine if you just saying like banner and all that. Like, imagine if some Aussie just came out at WrestleMania one year, say like a Bronson or a Waller or something. They had like an AFL banner that they ran through on the stage.
I'd love Bronson to do that in an Adelaide Oval event, have him in his Port Adelaide banner.
Oh, that'd be great.
And black, white, and teal would work so well for his colour scheme.
It would, actually.
Yeah. This is Logan Paul's 5th WrestleMania. Care to guess how many solo Sikoa has had?
He had a very notable moment at one WrestleMania where he cost Cody the title, but he has had 0 matches.
Yeah. So, the bell rings at 16 minutes into this event, and I'm thinking, okay, ESPN pre-show should be a pretty good showing. Any real thoughts here of the match?
I thought Speed looked great. He's obviously jacked up a fair bit too. He really fit in.
And this is sort of one point we didn't touch on last week, where we were like, oh, who could the mystery caller be for Randy? And Randy's been training IShowSpeed in the Performance Center. They've been doing a whole YouTube series. That would have made sense.
That would have pissed people off even worse, I reckon, than Pat McAfee.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Because there's the whole thing of there's real celebrities and then there's streamers, YouTubers. That's how people look at those things. So Pat McAfee, in a sense, is a real celebrity in that sense. He's an athlete. He's got a show on ESPN.
Yeah, I looked at his show.
IShowSpeed's just a kid that streams.
All his numbers for all his other sports parts for his stream was getting pretty decent numbers, and then his bit about WWE was sort of tanking, and the comments are like, why are you wasting your time on this crap?
Yeah. And I think, without any spoilers, I think that's why he's sort of starting to distance himself.
This match here, where are my notes for the bell times? Alex, why did I not bring this up before we went live?
I don't know. You're still rusty, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, a little bit.
But hooray, back-to-back weeks recording. Look at us go.
Oh, actually, speaking of which, I won't be available next week.
Mate, 2 weeks in a row was too good to be true. There was no way it was going to be 3.
Yeah, I've got Dad's 60th next week, and unlike somebody else who had a Dad's 60th, I won't be going to Nitro. Oh, man, long-time reference for our listeners. All right, This match here went 7 minutes and 8 seconds here with Team LA Knight getting the win here, pinning Austin Theory. In the post-match here, Logan Paul socks IShowSpeed with his right hand, goes to put Speed on the table. The babyfaces come back, make the save, and then Speed does the splash to Logan through the table, sort of turning face, I guess, out of all this.
Yeah, I sort of said last week that I had a feeling this would eventually happen in this match where Speed ends up aligning with the baby faces, because the whole time he's been an unwilling participant on the heel team, basically. He keeps accidentally being a part of the heel team.
Yeah. Good showing. I thought this, where did I write it down? I gave this 2 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I thought this was a good way to open. Just a good fast-paced thing with some name value as well. Can't complain about this. The only thing I can really complain about is I wish the tag titles were on the line. And I wish LA Knight had his own match, but if we're going to do this, this is pretty well done, all things considered.
So my next note here is, what in the AEW Lights Out is this? As the ring announcer does this big introduction, very similar to when AEW do their Lights Out matches. So it wasn't just me noticing that, as it is Jacob Fatu, who will be facing Warwick's boy, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, oh man. This match it didn't really do it for me. It was all right.
Yeah, I don't know if I sort of graded this one on a scale because they were on ESPN. It was sort of like a pre-show match.
Kind of, but it was still part of the main show. It's just they gave out part of the main show for free on ESPN, I guess.
Yeah, but sort of what I was thinking was, okay, this is sort of the wrong match to put on here because this match demands blood. But if you're on ESPN and
You can't give it.
commercial TV in the US being what it is, I'm guessing you can't do blood to the level you'd want. Bell rings here at the 39th minute of the show. Drew gets a toolbox, starts getting tools out, and then he's bored at work again.
Yeah, like, this was funny like 3 years ago. And now it just feels a little bit like try-hardy, in my opinion, Warwick.
But Drew's brother was there in a kilt.
As is tradition, I'm assuming no underwear as well.
Well, Drew used to come out in a kilt and he'd only have his tights on underneath. Yeah, so at points, Drew's using like wrenches and stuff from the toolbox and driving it into Fatu's head, but not getting colour. And the close comes here where Fatu does the best moonsault ever through Drew on the table and gets the win.
Nice.
Like I said, I was judging this sort of on a curve because it's pre-show and the limit of blood. I gave this 4 out of 5.
Yeah, that's the thing. I completely forgot about the fact that this was on ESPN. So, like, I know that they kept hammering it down, but at some point I'll just tune out what commentary has to say because it's just the constant same shilling over and over again. So I completely forgot about the ESPN part. So I was a bit disappointed about the lack of violence in this. Like, there was attempted violence, but yeah. Quick side tangent. I was watching a match on WWE Vault the other day, and then I fell asleep, and then I guess woke up like 20 minutes later, and there's a whole different random match playing on the TV. And it was Triple H versus Batista from WrestleMania 35.
Oh, wow.
And it was a match I hadn't thought about in pretty much since it had happened. Because, like, who gives a fuck? Actually decent, and they did, like, and that whole match was built around, like, Triple H pulling out a toolbox and using all the different tools in the toolbox. So that's the tie-in with this match. And that's where he pulls out the pliers and rips out Batista's nose ring.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, man, what a good match. People gave it so much shit, but I watched it and I was like, this is actually sick.
Last of the one night WrestleManias, that one as well.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And it felt, well, at that point in time, we weren't complaining about the change to 2 nights because of how fucking long that pay-per-view was.
Yeah. So Jacob and Drew got 14.09 for their match. They sort of run down, join us now on ESPN for the main show. And one of the ads that Netflix left in, and I'm surprised they did, online casino.
Oh, the fucking, is this the Drew and Tiffy one?
Yeah, with the online pokies.
Oh, God. It is some of the worst acting I've seen. And I am not talking about Drew. Oh my God, Tiff is so bad in this.
What are you talking about? Tiffany got a WrestleMania moment right here.
Yeah, that was her Mania moment. And Drew, what about that time Damien cashed in Money in the Bank on you?
It's so bad. We then get a shot of the ring mat with all the marks. I mean, members of the WWE universe who put their name on it.
Yep, green shirt guy's name was on it.
He gets a lot of shit, but he generally seems like one of the nicest guys, like, in all the fan cam footage of him. Except for that one asshole this week who just went up and started accosting him for no reason.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, green shirt guy's such a dick. And it's like, no, this dude just came up to him with a camera and shoved it in his face. Like, yeah, I wouldn't be the most pleasant person if you just stormed up on me with the camera.
So then we get to our main show matches as we have Vodka taking on Morgan, Rhodes versus Orton, AJ versus Becky, Rollins versus Gunther, and the women's tag team match Fatal 4-Way. Kicking things off on the main show will be Alexa Bliss, who comes out in a moth-inspired outfit that says "Always Connected" on the back. Has a Bray Wyatt's moth on the Titantron.
Yeah. Well, I believe it's a firefly, isn't it?
It probably is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably because we don't have them here in Australia. That's the first thing that came to mind. But yeah, you are right.
Yeah. Her outfit was insane. Looks so good.
And then Charlotte came out in her colourful butterfly ensemble. I'm guessing this is also a throwback to the little girl who was ringside. I think it was War Games when Charlotte first wore that really bright outfit.
Yeah, I like bright colour Charlotte.
And it's also sort of a yin and yang to Bliss as their tag team continues to devolve.
Yeah, it works really good. Like the bright colours next to like Bliss, who's like half grey at this point. Like, it looks so good.
Following that, getting a WrestleMania match this year is Bayley. She will team with Lyra Valkyria. They come out to Lyra's music, which shocked me.
Yeah. So then Bayley still like doesn't really get a Mania moment.
Well, out next, here comes the Lash, and here comes the Jax.
Yeah, I kind of loved it. Yeah, in this white Demolition-inspired gear, and it's like, of all the tag teams from WrestleMania weekend that were going to be inspired by Demolition, I just didn't think Lash Legend would even know who these people were.
It was good.
But who knows? Maybe like in the Performance Center, they were watching Demolition matches, watching Demolition 2 out of 3 falls with the Brain Busters. Oh, good shit.
We do get a shot of Demolition in the crowd looking on at this match, so they are ringside. It's weird they go in the Hall of Fame this year and there's no other tag titles on the line.
I know, right?
Yeah. Bella's come out. Nikki still in the moon boot with the crutch. I'm not cleared to compete, but I made a phone call to this man. Pager.
So, without like spoiling what happens with the women's Intercontinental title match, if Nikki Bella doesn't get injured here, was Paige going to show up on like the 10-year anniversary of her debut?
I think she was.
The Raw-After-Mania, 10 years after she debuted on the Raw-After-Mania and confront AJ.
I think she was.
Which would have been so much better than this.
We have Kabuki Warriors right here. No payday for you.
No.
There is one guy in the crowd in a sparkly cowboy outfit with a big sign that just says Paige is back. And I've just written in my notes, she believes because he believes. Yes, I was watching ECW One Night Stand again recently. Just leave me alone. So they say this will be tornado-style rules and one member of each team is legal at all times. When Lyra gets tagged in, she does a drop kick and lands immediately on the back of her head and starts grabbing the back of her head for the rest of the match. And I'm just like, did she just give herself a concussion with her first move?
It's possible. It's possible. Poor Lyra. She's just had a string of bad luck.
Yeah. Was there anything really stand out for you during this match before Paige got in?
I would honestly, with all the love in the world for most of these women, no, nothing stood out before or after Paige got in. Really,
they had 8:33 to get this done in, and Paige here picks up the win for her team as Brie Bella and Paige are your new women's tag team champions, which also makes me think, yeah, Nikki was going to get the win here.
Yeah, which would have been sweet.
Because
the Bellas need this title, but now, like, yeah, you got this weird thing where, like, when Nikki's good to go, Brie's already held the title, so it's not going to mean as much.
Are they going to freebird it, perhaps?
Maybe, but you know, who knows? Maybe we get Paige and she turns on the Bellas. The Bellas look for some help. They go to TNA. They find Noam Dar's ex-missus. They reform Team Bella, and then Paige, you know, looks around, pays off Alexa Bliss to borrow her tag partner, and then asks for help from the women's IC champ, Team PCB reunion.
Yeah, it's better than their other name. And you mean Victoria Crawford.
Victoria Crawford, that's it. I couldn't remember her name.
I gave this a 2 out of 5.
I think that's a very fair rating. I think that's almost generous, but yeah.
Next, in the crowd, no time to celebrate this historic return and win page. We've got to promote Baby Yoda.
Yeah. Like, that's what this Mania felt like, just a fucking parody of commercialism. Like, it was just like, like you'll see like a movie that sort of like mocks how much like America loves their commercials and money and all that sort of stuff. You'll see movies that mock that shit. This felt like a scene from one of those movies that was mocking that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of the last time they did something like a big return or a big title change at a Mania, and they've gone, you've got 10 seconds to celebrate, we need to throw to backstage or a vignette or something. Yeah. And I couldn't think of one.
Of course you couldn't, because this shit doesn't happen.
Didn't used to happen. No. They keep showing commercials throughout the broadcast for the football/soccer World Cup in the North America, including what many fans are complaining about, the connection to the stadiums where they're charging like 5 times face value for connecting trains and buses as what it costs gridiron fans.
Gross.
We have the Wonder Years on stage for match 4. No, not the actors from the TV show. It is the band. And did you catch this band, Alex?
Yeah, a bit out of sync for my liking.
Was it just me, or was all their guitars 6-string?
Yeah, and it just it felt like a parody of a lip sync. This whole Mania just feels like a parody of a Mania.
I can't remember what band it was. I went and saw some band a big day out and it had like 2 keyboardists and 3 guitars and a drummer and 4 singers.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, this is just a band where you've gone, all your friends and siblings can be in this band.
Yeah. It's outrageous.
From all reports, they seem like an alright band otherwise, but they're all there in position, then they all take their hands off the guitars, the singer steps away from the mic, and the music starts.
Yeah.
And then he's just jumping around trying to make up for energy, I guess.
More energy. Yeah. This was fun, I guess.
So we have Becky Lynch out, and she immediately gets in the face of our referee tonight, Aubrey Edwards. Oh, I'm sorry. No, wrong company. Jessica Carr.
Yeah. It's just like it's Timu Aubrey. Like there's Aubrey Edwards, and then there's Wodonga Edwards. There's a joke for you.
So AJ comes out, and she's got a bunch of little AJs with her, and one of the little kids gets overwhelmed and exits stage left.
Yeah. And AJ just sort of like lets her go. It was actually kind of cute.
I'm looking at this photo now, and if I can zoom in, random Souths fan.
Oh yeah, Jesus.
There's always one, but yes.
Yeah, there's usually most manias. There's usually a random Carlton jumper in the crowd, but yeah. Justifiably, there wasn't one this weekend.
Oh boy, yeah. This match was built entirely around the referee.
Yeah, it was.
And in the closing stages, Becky takes the turnbuckle off one of the top rope corner pads. She sees AJ running at her. She pulls Aubrey in. AJ sandwiches Aubrey between Becky and AJ. Aubrey is fine. Not Aubrey. Jessica Carr. Thank you. Is fine. And she is so fine, in fact, she is back up on her feet and makes a free count.
Yeah.
What was this match?
Oh, the AJ Lee return everyone wanted wasn't quite what everyone wanted, was it?
No, I gave this 1 out of 5.
Yeah, you see that it's rumored that AJ Lee's done too. Like that's the end of it.
Oh well.
And it was just wasted entirely on Becky when it should have been like used on like, you know, like who's been compared to AJ Lee like more than Roxanne Perez in her early NXT days.
Yes. You could have done a Cora Jade match because she's back with TNA as Elena Black.
You could have done that too. And like they're both heels, so it's like perfectly set up to do something with a face AJ. But no, you wasted on fucking Becky, who's just been like, you know, how AEW has that Jericho vortex. WWE has their own with Becky. Like
Simply,
anyone
they both have the same sort of ref with them.
Yes, and like, yeah, it's just like anyone who, like, you know, all that shit with Maxine, like, that just went nowhere, and Maxine, like, is sort of just barely staying relevant. All that shit with Lyra, like, that really didn't help Lyra at all.
Lyra also wasn't ready for that sort of position either.
No, but there's just not a lot that Becky's done in recent years that has really helped anyone out, other than herself.
Wasn't the match with Rhea last Mania? Opener for last Mania?
Nah.
Or the year before?
Yeah, last Mania was Becky made a return. And that's where she, like, her and Lyra won the tag belts. And right, Rhea, Io, and Bianca at last year's Mania.
Okay, I can't remember which Mania. The women here, as I look to my other screen, had got an 8:15, so they were just shy of the women's tag match that went 8:33.
Oh, man. Yeah, and that was the first women's Intercontinental title match in Mania history.
Oh, wow, it is too. Yeah, it's the first one of the, I guess you'd call it divisional territory secondary titles to be defended for the women at Mania.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Following that, well, we're still on the Becky train in a way. Her family, as it'll be the ring general, Gunther, who will take on Seth frickin' Rollins. What the fuck was up with his eyes?
No, he's serious dark boy now. He was, ooh, spooky. I got black eyes. Ooh, my jacket's smoky. Ooh. Like, everything he does just pisses me off. I don't know what it is about Seth. I just genuinely find him to be an unlikable human. And then I see him get buried on that random show today. Did you see that? No, that was you that said that to me. Wasn't it?
Yeah, the Good Morning Football where we'll talk about that now. So Good Morning Football in the US, and I don't know who the hell the co-host is, but he's going to Seth, we'll see some real young draft picks here, not like the WWE where you got 40-year-olds running around in some fake sport.
Yeah, like it's like, oh, any 7th round draft pick could do what you guys do and just teach them how to jump off the top rope. And then, like, at some point he says, oh, it's like you and Paul Heyman being together a failure. It's like, oh my God, this dude knows ball.
I mean, that's a fair call though. Teach any guy to jump off the top rope. Here's Pat McAfee.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, fucking Logan Paul. IshowSpeed. like you can just, if someone's got a bit of athletic ability, you can teach them how to have what appears to be a good match. You can, that whole thing though, like I don't know if it's a work or a shoot or not. Like, it could be a work, but it felt a little too real.
Oh well. This match was slow, and then they slowed the pace even further, and I'm like, why the fuck is Seth going 50-50 when he's just returning from injury and Gunther's been killing and retiring legends? There is a stomp for a 2 count, and the crowd boos the kick out. The crowd is fully behind Seth.
Yeah, no one likes Gunther anymore, and it's not like in a heel hate way. It's almost like people just don't want to see him anymore.
Seth puts Gunther in a sleeper. Who booked this?
Hey, think about like the amount of times like Gunther's lost to a submission.
Jey Uso.
Well, think about Jey Uso. How did he beat Gunther? I think it was well scouted by Seth to try it on Gunther.
Okay, then. So both men sort of brawl outside. The refs at Mania very lenient this year as
oh God, aren't they?
As Seth puts Gunther through a table, the ref is ringside checking on Gunther. Seth sort of stumbles over hard cam side near the crowd barricade, and it would have been better if this camera didn't pick it up and spoil what was happening and we were just focused on Seth and then you show it on the replay. But
yeah,
Braun Breaker runs down and spears Seth out of his boots.
Yeah, and Braun Breaker looked big.
So he's cleared to return now.
Which makes me think, like, why couldn't we have just done, like, Seth, you're going to face a mystery person at WrestleMania, and then it's just Braun?
Yes.
Or could we not have just done, Seth, you're going to face Braun Breaker at WrestleMania, and you just don't have him do anything physical in the lead-up? You have Paul Heyman, one of the best talkers in the history of talkers, just talk for Braun. You don't even need Braun. Just have him show up and talk for him.
So yeah, after that spear, Seth gets back in the ring. Gunther pretty much just locks the sleeper straight in, and Seth goes out and we finish. And this match was just slow and boring and went 17:52, the second longest match of the evening. I gave it a 1 out of 5.
And there's some people who might even be listening to this that were like, "Oh, it was a really good match Seth and Gunther had." Hey, Warwick.
Hey, Ryan.
I actually agree with you on this one. It was, yeah, but I just also don't think Seth Rollins is for me anymore. I just really don't like him.
No.
And the fact that the crowd was so behind him, like, just really pissed me off. It's like, fuck off.
So after the match, Braun is up the top of the rampway. Seth sort of stumbles to the ringside area. Braun sprints down the entire length of the ramp to spear Seth again, and then goes back up the top of the ramp and is posing there with Paul Heyman.
Which I loved that camera angle they had behind Braun as he's running down that ramp. That's going to be in every video package that's about Braun Breaker for the rest of his career. That looked so cool.
From there, we get the Danhausen blimp in the arena, which actually plays off what happened earlier in the weekend. Danhausen visiting the Goodyear blimp and the Goodyear blimp on Twitter changing their name to Goodyear Blimphausen.
So good.
He doesn't have many demands left that he hasn't gotten.
No,
Hall of Fame?
Well, he said that he is in the Hall of Fame now. That's what he said. Because he walked the red carpet at the Hall of Fame. So he assumes that means that he's in the Hall of Fame now. The only thing he needs now is his face on a truck, which will probably happen.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Because he's already one of their top merch sellers, so why not?
They put his face on a blimp in the stadium, if this will zoom in for the humans at home. But yeah, so Blimphausen.
The Blimphausen. Oh, God. It is a shame that he didn't have a match or something, but what he ended up getting on night 2 was probably better for him than any match could have done.
Yeah, we'll talk about that soon. Now it is time to talk Hall of Fame. They have all the families out on stage, but mainly here we want to touch on Psycho Sid Vicious's family. They are ringside. Not ringside, they're on the top of the stage as they sort of give a brief introduction and acknowledgement of Psycho Sid.
They got more screen time here than they did at the Hall of Fame.
Did you see, I know at least Post Wrestling put it out, the thoughts of Sid's, I think it's Sid's son?
Yeah. Feel for the guys. They weren't even informed that would go that short.
Do you think they were told, because I'm looking at this graphic now that they showed on the big screens in the arena, it says Psycho Sid, but it doesn't say Legacy Wing. Do you think they were initially told it's a full induction?
Yes. 100%.
Yeah, it's not good. I will link our past Sid episode where Alex got to talk and gush and hype up Sid for so long, because that is a much better Hall of Fame introduction than what WWE did.
Yeah, it sucks that my guy finally gets in and he gets such shitty treatment. You'll notice on the stage with him was with Sid's family, who, by the way, his sons just are Sid.
Yeah, especially this one here in the blue floral looking shirt.
Yeah. It's just Sid. You'll notice the guy in the cowboy hat and the cowboy shirt. That is Have you heard the backstory about this fella?
No, I have not.
His name is Seth. He was a neighbor of. Well, he's been a neighbor to Sid and his family for years. Sid had a really soft spot in his heart for Seth. You know, he's got Down syndrome and all that. And Seth was a huge wrestling fan, so Seth was just overwhelmed with the fact that Sid Vicious lives near him. So he was just loving it. So Seth would go over and visit them all the time. And yeah, Sid just treated him like another one of his kids. And so much to the point that in 1999 in WCW, just out of the blue, Sid's got a manager for one episode of Nitro. And it's this little Down syndrome boy called Seth who comes out, manages Sid for this match against Dr. Death. I think it was against Dr. Death on a random Nitro. Yeah, you can Google it. Sid and Seth, WCW Nitro.
Yeah, I'm just having a look now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's there with Sid backstage.
Yep, and then he comes out to the ring and just, he doesn't really do anything, but yeah, he comes out to the ring. Which, was huge for him. And then, like, all weekend, like, Sid's family was just taking Seth around to all the Comic-Cons, all the WrestleCon stuff and all the signings and all the meet and greets, and Seth was just having the time of his life. It was just a really heartwarming story about this family that's just taken on this special needs guy just as one of their own. It was just, beautiful story, that.
Yeah. We here acknowledge the true legacy of Psycho Sid Vicious.
Yes. Yeah. And you know what? Fuck it. Bad News Brown as well. Fuck it. And we'll go back to last year. Kamala as well. All these legacy... Everyone under the legacy banner should have a proper fucking Hall of Fame induction.
Bruiser Brody, that year he went in and his widow was like, what the fuck? No one told me about this or asked.
Lou Fez didn't even get a fucking proper thing.
Who was it?
That'd be like if Bruno never worked shit out with Triple H and then he ended up passing, he would have just ended up being a legacy induction. Because he's from an era before there was a shitload of TV.
Yeah, but Sid's not. That's the thing.
That's the annoying thing. It's just like, okay, they've passed away, so we're just going to chuck him in. Just, say that he's in there, but we're not going to give him the praise that he deserves. Like, they did a pretty cool video package, but that's not enough.
Oh, well, that's more of a video package than most people got at WrestleMania.
That's true. That's true. But, this dude main evented 2 of your WrestleManias. He main evented WrestleMania against Hulk Hogan, and he main evented against Undertaker. Pretty much, if you're going to say, like, who are the top 3, top 5 baby faces in the history of WrestleMania? He main evented against 2 of them, and they're probably top 2, to be honest.
Hogan, Taker, then probably Austin.
Cena.
Yeah.
I'm saying baby faces, so I would say Roman's run was probably better as a heel.
Yeah. Cody.
Cody's getting there, man. Yeah. He's had quite a few main events now.
From there, as we continue on, Liv Morgan match next. Trouble, watch me.
What a fucking awful song.
You can see.
What in the fucking 05 Britney Spears is this?
Well, that's what we're going for. The problem is she had a banger song before.
Yeah, she did.
Her NXT song that I had in my mix today as I was cleaning up the home office, the Jersey, yo,
that's right.
Banger. This song sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking awful. And then the lip syncing to this entrance was just egregious. It's like they weren't even fucking trying.
I think it's Ollie Davis at Wrestle Talk says, Liv Morgan struggling more than Naito at Wrestle Kingdom. Getting out of the suit.
Yeah.
And of course, the champion, Stephanie Vaca, comes out. Actually, a pretty good entrance. The rose petals, the confetti, whichever it was, falling from the ceiling for Stephanie.
Yep.
The problem is this match has been built around two women who, for the past 3 months, have either been injured or off TV.
Yeah. It really felt like there wasn't that much of a build with these two. Yeah, just because it was so stop-start.
Yeah. Speaking of stop-start, we get about 2 minutes in, and then Judgment Day runs down. Roxanne Perez ramp side of the ring to distract referee. I think it's Orango. And then Raquel on the other side with the big distraction pushes Vaca off the ropes. And then Oblivion 1, 2, 3. Liv wins, and then Dominic comes out afterwards. What the fuck was this match?
Welcome to WrestleMania, Stephanie Vaca.
Where
Thanks
did I
for carrying
give my
the
rating?
division. Thanks for carrying the division for the past few months.
I gave this a 2 out of 5. The women here got 651. This was a sprint.
Yeah. It did feel like like we're at that point now where it's like, something's run long, and they need to cut time from something.
Yeah, it did feel like that for portions, and then it's just like, here's another 17 ads.
Yeah.
Oh man. We then get Liv celebrates, cut to commercial, no time for a championship celebration on this program. Out next, John Cena to announce the attendance. He quotes 50,816. WrestleTix reported night 1, 49,118.
It's not that bad in terms of WWE lying.
She's back! The EST. Bianca Belair comes down to the ring, has a very special announcement.
Yeah.
Baby. She will be out for maternity leave.
I mean, awesome. Good for her. How do you still have a 6-pack and still be so heavily pregnant?
I would like to know your secret. Asking for a friend.
Yeah, that was unreal. Like, I showed Eliza this whole scene, right? Because she was...
And you spent the night on the couch? Good work.
No, I showed her this whole scene of the pregnancy announcement because I thought it was really cute. And as a dad, I definitely choked up a little bit because I was just happy for her, and I'm always happy when I hear someone's about to have their first kid. And I showed her this, and her first thing was just like, is she even that pregnant? I was like, I think she's actually a fair bit along, Eliza. She's like, how does she still have a 6-pack? I was like, she's a freak. She's just a freak. This kid is going to come out like doing vertical leaps.
It'll be good.
This kid's just going to have 100 athletic ability straight out of the gate. Like, it's going to come out of the womb like just doing squats.
Well, depending on, I guess, gender reveals later on, Naomi's kid might take on Belair's kid at a future WrestleMania main event.
Oh my God. Maybe Naomi's kid can take out Belair's kid and kid's best friend in a parking lot somewhere.
So then after this we go to Hot Package Oh no, before the hype package, we get an ad for Cody's Distilled Tears, Wheatley Vodka.
Oh, God.
We get a hype package, and the whole hype package is talking up student versus teacher, and I'm just like, no, it's fucking not. It's about Pat McAfee here.
Yeah, I mean, this is what it should have been.
Yeah, it was like the easiest layup.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee comes out and his music goes, hey, and then there's a pause, and he goes, let's go. And in between that pause, you can just hear one fan behind the commentator's desk go, fuck off. Like, oh, I didn't think this dickhead was going to get his own WrestleMania entrance.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pat comes out. Then Randy Orton with his augmented reality graphic snake this year.
Yeah, no sperm.
No, not this year. The fans up the top of the rampway, they were pretty close to the rampway there.
Yeah, they were.
Then we get Cody's entrance, showing past of Cody, including rookie Cody, and everyone's popped for Stardust, including the mannequin having Stardust paint.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of silly.
Return of Stardust confirmed.
I saw this compared. This was what they were going for. This was Iron Man's Hall of Armor sort of thing.
Yeah.
I might be the one person on this planet that popped for seeing green trunks, yellow boots, Cody's outfit. You know, that's the outfit he wore, winning the tag belts with Hardcore Holly.
Didn't Holly then turn on him?
No. So Cody Rhodes is what I'm pretty sure he's the only person in WWE history to have beaten himself for the tag belts, because him and Hardcore Holly were teaming up against Ted DiBiase Jr. and a mystery partner for the tag belts. And the mystery partner turned out to be Cody. So Cody technically beat himself in a tag title match for the tag belts.
Yeah, I can't think of any other time that's happened.
Yeah.
At least for a tag title, yeah.
Yeah, and that was like the last we ever saw of Hardcore Holly on TV.
Aw. I got an idea. You give me the title and let me beat everyone.
Yeah, and they're like, that is a great idea for your tag partner in 15 years' time.
This sort of felt a bit like a retirement thing, sort of like past versions of Sting.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, what about this? Is actually the sort of entrance that they should have done for Cena's last match.
Yeah,
like they sort of did it like with graphics, but if they had like mannequins going all the way down to the ring of all the different Cena outfits, that would have been sick.
So Cody comes up, here's Cody Vader, and he's wearing a sparkly gold ensemble this time.
It was very gold.
Yeah. He goes down. Nick Khan ringside actually winks to Cody before Cody gets in the ring.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee does Randy Orton's introductions. Then we get, mic shot to Cody, and Robinson's like, what the fuck? By the time this match was happening, I was sort of, because of the way the show flowed, I'm watching on delay, but I'm treating it as live. So I'm watching everything, no fast forwarding, no skipping ahead. And I'm going, this match is either going short and we're getting something out of it, or we're going really long here. And they chose the latter after the entire night had been pretty short.
Yeah.
So
if there's one match that you're going to go long on, it might as well be your main event, I guess.
So Cody gets the upper hand on Pac because they're lots of brawling before the bell. Jelly Roll comes out from the timekeeper's area and elbows Pat through the announce table, which then leads to Pat getting stretched out before the bell, giving a good old thumbs up to the crowd.
I loved the thumbs up, actually.
So then the bell rings, the match is on, and shortly through the match, Randy is busted open. Was this off the ring post, I believe?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought this match was like slow and plodding at this point, kind of like most of the matches across night 2. Randy hits a crossroad to Cody, but only gets 2 count. Cody hits an RKO, but also only gets 2 count. This is where I thought, okay, the match is starting to pick up. And then did Cody turn heel because he eye pokes Randy that leads to Randy being disorientated and RKOing Charles Robinson?
I don't think he turned heel, but I think it might have also been a case of everyone's cheering Randy anyway, so I might as well just do a few heelish things. But it's also like how like Hogan back in the day, like half of his offense was like back rakes and eye pokes when the ref wasn't looking. Even when he was a baby face.
Randy tries for a low blow but gets blocked, and Cody hits one of his own. The ref at this point is still down. And then we get, as I am looking here, then we get Pat McAfee running down the ramp in his shades and a neck brace and a ref shirt still in his jeans. And he's coming down to make the count for Randy.
So funny.
But he doesn't fast count it. He just goes 1, 2. Oh, Cody kicks out. So Randy RKO's McAfee, that then leads to Cody hitting a crossroad, and Cody wins because Charles Robinson wakes up. What the fuck was this ending? This ending felt like we've got to cram like 15 minutes of story into 3 minutes.
It really did feel like that.
I gave this match a 1 out of 5. Went 22-44.
I didn't think it was that bad, but I didn't think it was that good either. The post-match where all the talk is.
Yeah, so post-match, Cody is posing, and then Randy gets the belt. Belt shot to Cody, and then the punt kick to a very bloodied Cody at this point. As we go.
Completely shuts his eye.
Oh, well, maybe he didn't want to look at it. No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was awful. But I guess the thinking in that is it's the Mania main event. Might as well go all out. But like, I don't know if you should be kicking people in the eyeball like that.
Was that the kick or was that the belt shot?
I'm pretty sure it was the kick.
Yeah, bring back the punt, Randy. So yeah, overall, night 1 finishes. I gave it a 2 out of 5, and that's being generous.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. I'll give it. I liked, believe it or not, I liked the Cody match slightly more than you, even though it wasn't that great either. I'll give it 2.5 out of 5. For the whole night. But night 2.
Night 2. So, unfortunate choice of words here by Lin-Manuel Miranda for the opening line of his hype package. You felt it last night, didn't you? We all did. I too felt a very shit WrestleMania. First thing I wrote down, why does the stage look the same? Where's the Tron graphics? Cena comes out, says, we're live on ESPN for the first time. I mean, yeah, technically, sure, you're on ESPN 1. And he points to the stage and a bunch of fireworks go off and Tron stage now. So what do you think of the, I guess, post-apocalyptic Borderlands look to night one and then the futuristic / Tron look to night two?
I don't understand it. Like, what does that have to do with Vegas?
Is Borderlands set in Vegas?
I don't know. I'm not really I've never really played it.
Go wake Eliza and ask her right now.
Yeah, no, she's the one to ask, actually.
Yeah. Oh well. So yeah, match one, we get over Femi, and the whole stadium's doing the oh bah. This guy is so over already. Good. Keep it like that. Not like Royce Keys, SmackDown Memorial Andre Battle winner.
Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about that. There you go. We've talked about it.
There was nothing to write home in that match. Tala Tonga runner-up. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, there was no one else that was going to win that.
No, not really. Brock comes out, and yes, as I've alluded to many times before, no sponsor on the shorts.
Yeah.
Which is so weird when there is sponsorship plastered everywhere else. He, for the longest time, was the only guy who got sponsorship in WWE. Now no longer has it. They do the tail of the tape. I don't remember the last time they did this for a match, but it's good. Do this for more hoss fights.
Yeah, 100%.
We start with a lockup. That was unexpected.
Yeah. I liked it, though.
Ober's on top early, and Brock gets pissed, goes outside. Ober follows him. Brock throws Ober into the stairs, gets back into the ring. Brock hits an F5. Ober gets up. Then the choke slam. Brock gets up. Ober hits the fall from Grace. 1, 2, 3. And Ober pins Brock in 4:46. I gave this 3 out of 5.
I loved this. You know me, this is exactly my sort of match. I thought this was fantastic. As I said last week, at that point in time, we weren't expecting this to be the end of Brock, so I had no idea that Ober was going to win this. So I was just blown away by how he won it and the fact that it only took one finish.
Yeah, choke slam to set up the fall from Grace. Cole on commentary after this proclaims Ober to be the next big thing.
Yeah, and that's a pretty huge deal to call someone that. They haven't called anyone else that since Brock was first called that.
Yeah, I mean, it's about time someone else did. 25 years-ish.
Yeah, it's been a while now.
Yeah. So then we get Brock taking off his boots and his gloves and leaving him in the ring, and there with Heyman. Huh?
Brock was crying.
Yes.
Yeah, which killed me. That's where I was like, oh, fuck. You just don't ever expect to say that.
Walks up the rampway with Paul Heyman to chants of thank you, Brock, and thank you, Lesnar. Do you want me to fantasy book this or not?
Yeah, I mean, I still think this wasn't the retirement, but...
Yeah, well, someone from Night 1 is owed a favour, and SummerSlam happens to be in Minneapolis, Minnesota, so make of that what you will.
Yeah, I mean, it only makes sense.
Match number 2 of your ESPN hour. Already in the ring, JD McDonough, Dragon Lee, and Rusev.
Yeah, and then I sent you the thing during the week.
Oh, yes, Dragon's Lee entrance that is fan cam footage because it wasn't broadcast. What the hell?
Like these giant wings. Like, it was so cool.
Yeah, I suppose if nobody's seen this, to describe it sort of in an audio sense, if you've seen Athena from Ring of Honor do her big entrances when she has the wings, sort of like that. Who else used to do it in WWE?
I don't know.
No, I can't think.
Way back in the day, Ricky Steamboat had wings, but
Yeah.
it wasn't anywhere near as cool as that.
No, they weren't. So yeah, immediately I'm just like, well, guess a third of this field isn't winning.
Yeah.
So did this take you out of the match for any time these three guys were trying to climb the ladder?
Yeah, how could it not?
I'm like, oh, okay, okay. Out comes Rey Mysterio, and he is dressed as Deadpool. I thought Marvel told him to stop doing comic book stuff.
Yeah, and also, like, I thought we're over. Like, remember there was that one AEW show where, like, everyone was dressed in Deadpool? Like I feel like
Yes.
Dustin was and someone else was. I thought we're past this.
There was Dustin and Sammy in a tag match.
Oh,
He was Wolverine.
It was the Wolverine, and Cage was also dressed as Wolverine.
Yeah. But yeah, still, coordinate your comic book gear, guys. But also, speaking of coordinate your gear, out fifth, I guess, is Javon Evans in a sort of fluoro yellow ensemble with splashes of pink and bright blue. And out last, repping Mortal Kombat 2, is Penta. Okay. Did you get the exact character he was? Because I didn't jot that down.
No, I'm not a big Mortal Kombat guy. I know Warwick's going to be kicking and screaming at the phone right now, but yeah.
Well, the invite's always there for him to join. He just always declines.
Yeah.
Deferred Mang will join us one day.
One day.
My notes here, before I realised they were going to air an ad for Mortal Kombat afterwards, I'm like, hey, wrong video game sponsor. You've got Street Fighter Hell Overnight 1.
Yeah, right?
Where else are we? Oh, yeah, Luchadors. So we've got Dragon Lee in bright red trunks. Then we've got Rey and Penta in bright red with black, like, bodysuit Luchador style outfits.
Yeah.
Lads, coordinate.
Yep.
Like, Rey, you could have been anyone else for this Mania.
Yep.
Now, I'm just trying to look. So the first person to attempt to get the title is Rusev, and I'm just like, yeah, no way that's happening, buddy. I've written down here, Javon is the MVP of this match. At one point, I'm just trying to have a look at where my notes are. Javon is dangling from the, I guess, the carabiner where the title is hanging, but he eventually falls. Then Penta sets up a ladder, goes, gets the title, and wins. Penta retains, not who I expected to come out of this match with, the gold. I gave it a 3 out of 5. The lads here went 15:08. That is longer than everything on night one except for the main event and Gunther and Seth.
Yeah.
Third longest match of the weekend. Fourth longest match of the weekend overall. Yeah.
Unreal.
Good match.
However, so far we're shitting all over night one.
However, you tell me half your field's not going to win before we even get there, then why? But Penta, no time to celebrate. We need to replay what happened with Brock earlier in the night. Every time a championship was decided, it was like, 10 seconds, we've got to throw to something else.
Yep.
I'm just trying to see where else I was up to in the notes. Daniel Cormier was in the crowd.
Yay.
Also, Joe Jonas, did you catch him singing the national anthem?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, he's a very good singer. I just give zero fucks about him.
Sami Zayn out to defend the US title with his Solitaire-inspired Tron. He is taking on Trick Williams with the longest gown, cape, robe ever in WrestleMania history.
I saw someone compare it to when you accidentally have a bit of toilet paper stuck to the bottom of your feet.
Do you remember those old Kleenex ads with the dog?
Yeah, with the dog.
Yeah, I've seen someone sort of do the same thing with that on another Facebook group. This match I felt was going pretty good. Sammy does a brainbuster to Trick on the apron, which I'm like, Jesus Christ, why are we doing this like 2 minutes into the match? And I figured out why. Because we're only going to go about 7 minutes, as Trick is going to hit the trick shot knee and then win the title.
He should.
They went 7:07 officially here by the timekeepers. Yeah, so I'm like, guys, you're going to go 15 minutes. Why the hell are you going balls to the wall? Okay, it's all over in 7 minutes, 2 out of 5. Yeah, I thought, pretty decent match. Trick winning here, right decision. In hindsight, 7 minutes. Should this have been Carmelo and Trick, same amount of time, same result?
No. I'm, in hindsight, happy that you've held off for maybe another year where you can give Mello and Trick some actual time.
Yeah. Following that, guy who would pop up in the crowd all night was an absolute highlight to see. George Kittle. What's that? You want more beer? This is a man who would have made Stone Cold proud. I hope this guy scores a touchdown at the MCG when San Francisco play later this year.
Oh, yeah.
That'd
be sick.
He gets in a drink-off contest with Gronk.
Yeah.
Which now in Australia, that word has a complete different meaning.
Yeah. That means former 24/7 champion.
Following that, Dominic Mysterio, King of the Luchadors, comes out on his Aztec throne outfit here, inspired by the legend Silver King, I think it was. And then we get El Santo, what did I say? Silver King. Wrong luchador. Yeah. My apologies there. I'm not up to scratch on my lucha. Then we get Finn Balor, and he's reaching for an actual heart. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, it was weird.
And then halfway down the ramp after some streamers shoot out, there's a big metal spike helmet mace thing. And then Dominic has to sell as the AAA champion that he's legitimately scared of this guy.
Yeah.
The bell rings. Finn gets on all fours and starts clawing around the ring.
So stupid.
Also, when did you find out this was going to be a street fight? Because I booted up night 2 and I think it was halfway through the ESPN hour that I went, wait, this is a street fight?
Yeah, I found out watching this pay-per-view and they mentioned it at some point between a couple of matches. Yeah.
With how lenient the refs were, you didn't need this added stipulation. You could have just used the weapons anyway.
Exactly. I'm not the biggest fan of the demon thing.
No.
It's stupid to me because you've never explained why he isn't just the demon all the time. Then if it's a more powerful version of him, just explain it.
Yeah.
Explain why he can't be the demon all the time.
I don't remember the demon being this what's the word I'm looking for? Goofy originally with all the props on the entrance and the crawling around the ring as the bell starts. Dom goes to set up a table in the ring, but it collapses. Somewhere that song is playing. Finn. Finn goes to stomp Dom through said table, and as he goes to land, the table sort of buckles and he slides underneath it, then pins Dom. He is the winner. I was thinking throughout this match, where are the Judgment Day women? I get JD's not going to be there because he's been brutalised in a ladder match an hour or so earlier. But where are the women to help out in this match?
Yeah.
Didn't Liv want Finn out of Judgment Day?
Yeah.
How
dare you bring logic into this?
I gave this a 2 out of 5. I think that is a very generous 2 out of 5.
I was going to say that's extremely generous.
They went 10-27. Wow. Following that, at past WrestleManias, you've had your Donovans, your Adnan Virks, yeah, how much does this guy weigh? Now to that illustrious hall of commentators. Who the fuck is this guy?
He literally paid for a ticket just to be able to sit at the commentary table. I've seen stuff like he's some crypto billionaire that goes to UFC events and shit like that and gets to sit next to Dana White at UFC shows and stuff like that. But did you have to show him on camera?
So when you first saw this guy without the name, did you immediately go, "Oh, cool, Borash is on commentary for a match"?
I didn't think that. I just was like, "Oh, this is probably just some celebrity that I wasn't aware of."
Because out of the corner of my eye, the face sort of looks a little bit like Borash, and I'm just like, "Oh!" And then the name graphic popped up. I'm like, "Wait, who?"
Imagine that though. Imagine they didn't bring Borash in to commentate AJ Styles' last match, but they bring him in to commentate Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, crypto investment guy pays a shit ton of money to just sit there and smile politely.
He looked nice. He looked friendly. Good for him.
Have you seen any of what the Wrestle Talk lads have been doing?
No.
So when Ollie did his news, he had the intern Kieran sit there behind him and say nothing and just say, if you be a Patreon backer like our friend Kieran here, you can sit in on the news and say absolutely nothing. And
amazing.
I went to their Patreon and they've officially launched it. Sit awkwardly next to us. Care to guess how much they put this as?
10 grand.
15 grand.
Oh.
But no one's going to buy it. It's just there as a joke for them.
Someone's going to at some point. Someone will.
Yeah. Oh, man. If anyone would like to give us 15 grand, please.
Yeah, I would. Just the wrestling community just comes together and just puts their money together just to get one person to sit in the background. That'd be great.
So yes, as you alluded to, it is Jade, your defending WWE Women's Champion, taking on Australia's own Rhea Ripley. This match I had low expectations for, and those low expectations were met.
Oh, okay.
So early on, we go for a finisher. Rhea reverses to Jaded. Then it's just copy-pasted the night before because the baddies hit the ring and one of them distracts the ref and the other one's interfering to help save Jade instead of attack Rhea.
I mean, it's one way to look at it, that it was a copy and paste of the night before. The other way to look at it, it was like, oh, this is like what night one would have been like if night one was good. because I thought this was great.
Okay. So after the baddies run interference, Io's music hits and she runs down the entire rampway. And instead of being smart and grabbing a weapon or trying for a 2-on-1 attack, they just wait their turn and let Io beat on each of them.
Yeah, that was the annoying bit. That was the shit bit. It was like, why are you just waiting? Just get her at once.
Jade hits a sandstorm. Oh, 2 count.
Oh, in 1 week, 2 people have kicked out of that move.
Yeah, I know, it was great. Like, people go, oh, how can she kick it? Wrestling fans, remember at one time a DDT was a finisher.
Yeah.
At one point, a super kick was a finisher. A choke slam was a finisher.
A bear hug.
Thank you.
Yeah. There's stuff I've read about how Luthez used to win with wrist locks.
Look, okay, people are going to hate it. I look at it as Jade is new with this move. She didn't apply it all as impactfully as what Kenny has in the past. We're referring to the one Winged Angel. And
that's the thing. The super kick, it's just a transitional move for everyone else, but no one mastered it to the way that Shawn Michaels mastered it, because Shawn Michaels was able to beat people with it.
And she also didn't get the full pin on Rhea like Kenny does with that transition.
Yeah, and also people just need to remember, Jade came from AEW. She was part of the AEW women's division, who was the lead guy in charge of the women's division when she was there. It was Kenny.
Yep, EVP of the women's division.
Yeah, he was all in on that stuff. He was probably a big part of her career, and I've seen enough photos of them in the past together. And then Kenny came out and was like, I'm really happy that she used it.
Yeah.
And he was saying how cool it was to see that move in a WrestleMania ring.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah, and yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's a good name for it too. Because, Darude lives on forever. And yeah, I thought it was great. Probably the first time she used it should have been a finish, but that's just me nitpicking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jade gets distracted. Riptide, 1, 2, 3. Rhea is champion yet again.
I liked the transition into the Riptide here.
From the Jaded reversal.
Yeah.
It is polarizing online from what I've seen. Yes, the Aussies are all going to be behind Rhea, but how do you feel?
Well, say you had low expectations for this match, and you feel like those low expectations were justified. I must have had lower expectations than you, because my expectations were surpassed, I guess. I thought this was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I think Rhea being the champ in the long run on SmackDown, because she was on Raw on the other day, but
what brand split?
Yeah, exactly, because Cody was on Raw too. I think.
Speaking of Cody, did his bus tour thing for $12,000 a person actually go ahead or not?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea, but
I tried looking for it online and I couldn't see anything saying whether it did or not.
Wouldn't a bus tour just be stick your head in the bus? Oh, yeah, there's the inside of the bus. Cool. You can see everything just popping your head in. Fuck.
Yeah. Anyway, you were saying Rhea.
A change of scenery is good for her. like it's not like there's a heap of fresh faces for her, and we do have that looming threat of, oh no, Rhea and Charlotte on the same brand again. But
Yeah. Well,
there are fresh things for her to do, such as like, you got Julia there if she gets out of mid card hell. Even like Rhea and Chelsea doing something would be great.
yes. Rhea and Chelsea would be a fun, I guess, winter program in the North American market.
Yeah, that'd be
if Chelsea gets fit again.
Yeah.
Hell, what's her name? Jordan Grace. Tiffany
Grace
Stratton.
would be fun. Tiffany, well, that's probably your like
SummerSlam.
If I was in charge, that's what I'd be building to for SummerSlam is Tiffany. I'd even contemplate Mania next year. But it seems like someone's not very high on Tiffany at the moment. But
yeah. So, I mean, have they done NXT call-ups? Because I haven't seen Raw.
They have done some.
Yeah. Women?
Am I forgetting anything? Yes, there was a big one. Liv was in the ring celebrating, and then she gets interrupted by the call-up of Sol Ruka.
Yeah.
And they have a match, and Sol Ruka was about to beat Liv, and Zarya gets involved and costs Sol the match.
Yay, Zarya.
I don't think it was a call-up for Zarya.
No.
I think it was like a hype up for their big match, which was on
Tuesday.
NXT this week.
Yeah.
And if you saw the bump from that match that Sol Ruka took, it was fucking stupid.
I am the table.
Oh my god, the back of her head.
Yeah. She's very lucky. I have seen the fan cam footage of Bron Breakker at Raw.
Yes. Did you see that Ethan Page got called up?
No.
To Raw? And he had a match with... Who did he have a match with? Oh, fuck, I think it was Javon. Yeah, with Javon, and he won. And...
Wait. Ethan got called up and he bet Javon.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. It's not like Akira Tozawa or Otis in catering who we could have him come out and beat.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love those guys.
It was a thing about, like, who wants to challenge for the Intercontinental title next? And then Ethan's like, yeah, I'll do it. I want the title. It's like, dude, you just got here. Also, they just out of the blue said, and next week on Raw, Joe Hendry in concert.
Didn't the last one of those bomb? No, that was Ricky.
That was Ricky.
Yeah. That they scrubbed from their YouTube.
Yes. And I guess like Joe Hendry's on Raw now. Which is fine. And I was like, but isn't he NXT champ? But then I completely forgot that he isn't even NXT champ anymore because who gives a fuck about NXT?
It's Tony D'Angelo like 3 years too late.
Yeah.
So yeah, after Rhea wins, throughout the entire event, they were showing different crowds from around the world. They show Melbourne representing Australia this time. I found it weird it wasn't like Perth or Sydney.
Yeah, like a city that was being represented, like Adelaide.
Yeah, Adelaide after the Rhea match would have made sense. Oh, man. Shout out to the guy here in the Cactus Jack shirt. Wanted dead or alive.
Hell yeah.
Cena comes out for night 2, says the attendance numbers, and then says, well, that's me done for WrestleMania. Have a good year. And no, because Miz and Kit Willson come out. Hooray, payday for Kit.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm happy Kit got to be on this because Kit deserved it.
They come out, they insult Cena, and then Danhausen's music starts playing, and we get a bunch of. I don't want to be offensive here. I guess minis, as in mini luchadors, is what they call in Mexico.
Well, Michael Cole did say that they wanted to be called midgets.
He did. And then he kept repeating it. It's okay if I say it.
Yeah.
And then Danhausen comes out in a coffin mobile, Danhausen mobile.
It was so fucking stupid. I loved it.
I loved it until the point where the minis got in the ring and then started doing another choreographed dance number, and I'm just having flashbacks to Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, but didn't that, like, everyone hated the chamber, and it led to so much brilliance.
Yeah, in a way. Danhausen gets fed up with being insulted and tells one of the minis to punch Kit in the dick after shaking hands with Cena.
It was such a good dick punch too.
Then yes, he shakes hands with Cena. Everyone disappears. Danhausen sets off a plume of smoke and then hides under the ring. This went from good to bad, back to good. It did the whole circle for me.
It was so, yeah, the ending is what made it for me. Just them, like, kind of following him, running out of the ring and going under it. Did you see the fan footage of John Cena on the cart getting escorted out of back up the crowd?
Yeah, but before that, go on.
Yeah. Oh, and then Danhausen and the mini Danhausens are just chasing after John Cena on that card. and they zoom in on John Cena and he's just pissing himself laughing.
He's having a great time.
Yeah.
Also, when Cena goes through the timekeeper area, the George Kittle's there, and he offers Cena a beer, and Cena chugs this beer. Yeah. I'm like, why didn't we see that? Instead, we got commercials for Snickers or something.
There's probably a whole fucking show that's going on because of how much commercial time. There's like a whole fucking unaired WrestleMania that you could have had.
So, from reports in the stadium, this is from Brian Alvarez himself, who was there. People in the stadium were getting the video packages for every match, not just the two main events. Whereas we at home were getting commercials and then a match. The thing, and I don't want to praise the man too much given recent allegations, the thing with Vince was he realised WrestleMania is for the casuals.
Yeah.
Thus, we do video packages for every match. Thus, you build interest for every match for a casual.
But he also realised, like, you can't just be staring at the ring every time. So you got to throw in some backstage segments. You got to throw in some comedy, like in between a couple of serious matches to sort of give you a bit of a breather. You got to do stupid shit with some legends, give us some nostalgia, all that sort of shit. Like, he was very good at sprinkling something in there for everyone. And I just feel like there's the last couple of Triple H Manias was sort of missing that.
Yeah. So Roman gets a big entrance. Opera singer, drummer, piano player, images of the bloodline, his family on the entranceway as this, I guess, sort of opening harmonics to his song begin. This was amazing. This was when the show finally felt like a WrestleMania to me.
Yeah.
Roman comes out, as the kids would say, aura farming.
Oh, God. Come on now.
Then there's this one shot of Roman on the stairs about to enter, and in the background is the Z-Bros poster as WrestleMania.
Yeah, you can't take your eyes off it either.
Punk has his old Ring of Honor music. He's sort of shot on top of the arena roof before making his way from backstage to the ramp. And he's got his old Ring of Honor song. Then it cuts out and it's all quiet. He goes, it's clobbering time, and then the music picks back up for Cult of Personality. His jacket, very touching tribute. Got, of course, the Larry patch on it. The crown on the back was for his trainer, Harley Race. And then 4 names of former WWE employees, 3 on the sleeve and 1 on the chest, who've all recently passed away.
The one on the chest wasn't a WWE employee. He was just like a musician / podcaster that CM Punk was good friends with.
Okay. My apologies.
That's all right. Yeah, because Michael Cole says it's for former members of the WWE family. So you would be correct in assuming that. But yeah, no, he wasn't a member of the WWE, but the other 3 were. The only one I really had heard about in the past was Kerwin Silpies. I've just heard his name a bit in terms of production. But yeah, it was a very touching tribute, and Punk's entrance was amazing. I loved it so much.
Cole mentions on commentary, this is Roman's record 11th main event at WrestleMania. In second, the immortal Hulk Hogan with 8 main events.
Yeah, like Roman's nowhere, like Hogan's nowhere near Roman. Like, it's a very distant second.
Yeah. Oh boy. I'll let you talk about this main event because I've done most of the talking tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this match, I really loved the aesthetic of this too. Like it was Punk in the all white, Reigns in pretty much the black. It was just, yeah. Would you say this is Roman's best match in 5-6 years? Maybe even since he became the Tribal Chief? Because I would say this was probably the best WrestleMania match in a really, really fucking long time.
I'm just trying to think, post-pandemic, this probably is, yeah.
Yeah, like, he don't get me wrong, he's had some bangers, but Punk definitely brought out the best in him. What are the most notable spots here? I didn't really jot down spots or anything, but yeah, just this match was just man, it had that sort of Shawn Michaels Mania match feel to it. Like it would slow down and then it would build up and then it would slow down again. And yeah, this was everything the rest of this Mania wasn't. This is the only time this entire weekend where it felt like it was WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, that's sad but true. At one point, about halfway through the match, Punk goes to the front row and takes a fan's Ulafala and gets back in the ring with it. Yeah.
What did he call it? His fucking necklace of red peppers? That's what he referred to it as. A necklace of red peppers.
Oh,
so
man.
In Australian, that means capsicum. So a capsicum necklace, the Ulafala.
Excuse me. Anything else here that you sort of wanted to jot on before the closing moments?
Nah, I think we'll just get into the closing moments of it all.
So, Punk here hits a GTS. Roman bounces off the ropes, but stumbles back into position on Punk's shoulders. Punk goes to lift Roman for a second one, but stumbles. Roman recovers, and he sees that Punk is sort of groggy. And then he hits the ropes again. Superman spear, 1, 2, 3, and new champion your tribal chief, my tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Like Roman's back on top, but it's also like kind of funny because like he's now holding the title that was created because he was never around.
Yeah.
So it's like it feels a little bit ironic that he's this champ, but I'm interested to see where this goes. Last week we talked about our predictions and about a possible bloodline and all that sort of stuff. May I talk about Raw?
Yeah, so just give me a second here. Last little thing I want to touch on because I do have notes sort of jotted down out of order. Again, shout out to Wrestle Talk, as Dan Layton suggested that the Finn versus Dom match, if booked properly with time, should have been a clubhouse brawl match.
Oh, that would have been smart.
Yeah, it would have been. So, yeah, shout out those guys. Couple of great ideas.
It also should have been a squash, really. It should have just been the demon just squashes Dom. Fuck it. If you're going to build the demon back up.
Yeah, why did it have to be like 50-50 if Dom was shitting himself before the bell rang?
Yeah.
And also, why didn't the Judgment Day women get involved then?
Yeah.
So you can touch on Raw briefly, my man.
So Roman comes out to celebrate winning the title, and and the Usos are out there with him, and he talks about how he missed things being like this, and blah blah blah, having the family back together, blah blah blah, and then they say the Usos talk about how people are the twos and they're the ones, and they all put their fingers up in the sky, and they get interrupted by music, and guess who it was?
Danhausen.
That would have been amazing, actually. It was Jacob Fatu.
You called it.
And basically he came out and said, he said, he's not out here to acknowledge Roman, he's out here to challenge Roman for the title at Backlash. And Roman basically says, well, you can take some time to think about this, because if you lose to me at Backlash, you will have to acknowledge me. Looks like that bloodline I was talking about is going to happen.
Are we going back to where we were like 4 years ago?
Yep, it looks like everything I said last week is going to happen in terms of the Roman stuff. But it's actually happening a lot quicker than I thought it was going to happen. It's like happening immediately. But also, I'm glad that Jacob Fatu is going to be on a different brand from Drew moving forward, because like I was so done with that.
Did you, like, I know you didn't do the watch party this year. Oh, firstly, thoughts for night 2 overall?
Much better.
Yeah, out of 5.
I'll give it 3.5.
Oh, okay. So you're much more positive than me. I thought the ESPN hour was pretty good, and then we sort of went to how night 1 was, and then the main event actually felt like WrestleMania. So I said about a 2 again.
The Brock retirement, the Danhausen stuff, I actually enjoyed Rhea and Jade, and the main event, which I thought might actually be close to rivaling Shawn and Taker.
I think just because I'm just looking how much downtime there was between those 2 matches.
I mean, the ladder match was good too, but I'm so fucking desensitized to ladder matches these days. I just don't care anymore.
Okay, I'll ring up Outback Championship Wrestling. We'll get old wooden ladders, set them on fire, and that's how we'll do it.
Hell yeah.
There was 40 minutes of downtime before that main event, and that just killed me for a long part of night 2 as well. Just
fair enough.
The amount of downtime again. what the hell was I saying before that? Oh, yeah, you haven't done Watch Party this year. Have you spoken to any friends of the show and gotten their opinions on WrestleMania this year?
Very similar opinions. It was not one shit, not two, not bad.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Yeah, like I know Warwick and the boys, they loved the ladder match. I know they loved the main event of not two. I'm pretty sure from my memory. I've obviously just been sticking in character and talking about how the night one main event was the greatest main event in the history of WrestleMania.
So, did Warwick give any feedback on his boys match?
No, he talked about how he liked it and blah blah blah, and I just talked about how Drew McIntyre is like the worst drawing WrestleMania main event babyface in the history of WrestleMania, because when he was a main event night two Mania main event babyface, he didn't even draw a single person in the crowd.
You're such an asshole. I guess the one thing about those two matches, the Unsanctioned and the Street Fight, there was very little extremeness to it. It was sort of just a basic no DQ match. Whereas the two main events had a hell of a lot of blood in it for a singles match.
Yeah. I mean, Roman using steps blatantly in front of the referee in the main event.
Who was it? Old WWE ref did a stint with AEW.
It was Mark Chioda.
Thank you. Chioda said, no, the ref should have not put himself in that position to look like an idiot. Yeah. I'm paraphrasing there, but basically the gist of it.
Imagine the night two main event ends in a DQ.
I mean, technically, Undertaker's streak has a DQ in it, so why not?
Yeah, well, it does, but that also was like the middle of the card.
We'll take fucking Roman and move it over here. Oh, man. But thank you for joining me this week. Like, to me, yes, great main event, and there's a few other little things you can cherry pick out of both nights, but overall, I think this is one of the worst WrestleManias of the modern era. Since 22, where they started regularly doing stadiums, I'm pretty sure this would probably be the worst.
I'm really sorry, but my OCD can't handle but jump in here and say you actually mean 23.
Yeah. Alex knows what I mean.
Yeah, I know. Just for the fact checkers out there, I'll cover our asses.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like the last few, actually 40 was good. 40 was good. 41 wasn't much. Yeah, no, I don't recall liking 41 very much. Yeah, I mean, I've recently rewatched WrestleMania 11, which is regarded as one of the worst WrestleManias of all time. And let me tell you, I've rewatched that after I watched WrestleMania 42.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Is 11 Lawrence Taylor and Bam Bam?
Yeah, WrestleMania 42 made WrestleMania 11 look decent.
Oh no. That's not good.
No, and it wasn't like anything on WrestleMania 42 was bad on paper. Like, it's all stuff that people would want to see. It just wasn't executed right.
I agree with you there. That's what it comes down to. Poor execution. Poor build, poor execution.
Yeah, and there's just no momentum in the show. Like, that's what Vince always had, was momentum in the show. There was ups and downs, and It was all like a smoothish sort of. Oh, it wasn't a smooth ride, but it was like a roller coaster that you're going on for a Mania.
Yeah,
And
especially that one in Orlando that one time.
oh yes, that was very much so. But like Vince's Mania's, like it had a flow to it in a sense. This one, how the fuck do you have a flow to it when you have to stop after every match to have a 10-minute ad break?
10 minutes if you're lucky.
Yeah,
not longer.
Yeah, like I watched Night 2 live. I forgot to say that, so I don't know if this stayed in for the on demand, but before the ad breaks, there'd be like a fucking 2-minute thing of just like, we will be right back, and it's just like wrestlers just doing their taunts to fucking generic music.
Oh, not the music.
Yeah.
There was one, I think it was, that was left in by the time I got to watch the show. I think it was just before Jade and Rhea.
Right.
But I didn't take note of that. And also during the main event, there is one point where you hear the camera pan out on one of the nights, and it does that vroom to do a pop-up advertisement. But because we're on Netflix, we don't see what the advertisement was. The next big show, I'm just trying to have a look here, is New Japan Wrestling Red Zone in Hiroshima, which is tomorrow. Doki versus Tiger Mask, last challenge for Tiger Mask for the Junior IWGP Championship before he retires in a month.
Oh, nice. If he's retiring in a month, give him a 1 month run. Fuck it.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he wins it, and because he's not in Best of the Super Juniors, whoever wins Best of the Super Juniors will be his retirement match.
Yeah, that's actually brilliant.
Yeah. So
let's watch him not do that.
I'm just trying to have a look here for the freaking next AEW show. Is Double or Nothing on the 24th, so that is a month away. I think we've only got one match confirmed, which is Okada versus Takeshita for the International Championship.
That is a good match to have on the card.
That is at the Louis Armstrong Stadium, New York Tennis Center. Capacity of 14,000 regularly, so probably be about that by the time you take the stage and floor seating.
It also looks like Edge and Christian are going to get another shot at the tag titles, but if they lose, they can never team together again.
Okay, that sounds good.
I want them to have one last run. Come on. And then I kind of want to say like Edge and Christian versus like the Bucks, just to say that it had happened. Not that it'd be particularly great anymore, but yeah, just because it happened once, that'd be great.
WWE's doing 3 events next month, at least 3 main roster events. We've got Backlash, then we've got a Saturday night's main event, then we've got Clash in Italy.
Oh, God.
I suppose we might as well touch on this before wrapping everything up. Backlash. I guess Pat McAfee went on his show, said, I'm done with wrestling. It was fun. Okay, see you later. So we're not getting Jelly Roll and Cody versus Randy and Pat McAfee?
No, man, I'll be shocked if Cody's wrestling at this pay-per-view with that fucking eye.
Orbital bone?
I'm not sure if it's that, but there's no way someone gets kicked in the eyeball that hard and doesn't at the very least get a concussion. There's no way he didn't get like at least some form of concussion out of that as well as the eye injury. So
remember when the talk was that AEW was very accident prone? No one's talking about that with WWE at the moment.
It's happening heaps with WWE.
And it all seems to be concussion.
Yeah.
From the supposed safer style.
Yeah. I also saw, and this is what made me really sad just before the recording today was I saw just before that Kevin Owens is going to be one of the coaches on LFG season 3,
Yeah.
which makes me think, oh no, he's done. Shit.
Who's the other coach?
There's usually Undertaker and Michelle McCool and Booker T on there as
Oh,
coaches as well.
I saw Undertaker's former co-host advocating for Redacted to go in the Hall of Fame over Mania weekend, so that was
Oh
something.
no, I liked that guy. I watched
Oh, that's where Borash does commentary. I knew he did somewhere. It's on LFG.
He would. Yeah, no AJ, but he commentated fucking the Shiloh Hill.
Isn't he like some creepy stalker internet guy on NXT?
Yeah, he does. Like, he has a YouTube channel where he legitimately orders stuff off the dark web.
As a work?
I think some of it's a work, yeah. Because like there's stuff where it's like, oh, I ordered these boots off the dark web and they came with blood all over them. Oh well, I'm just gonna wrestle in them. Okay, yeah, sure.
So your coaches for season 3: Booker T, Bubba Ray Dudley, Kevin Owens, and Natalya.
Oh, so Taker and Michelle are out.
Yeah, they're busy with 6 Feet Under, hosted by Michelle McCool, featuring The Undertaker.
Which I was gonna say, I watched their live podcast with John Cena from WWE World or whatever at WrestleMania weekend. They introduce Undertaker first. He comes out, does an entrance. Fucking crowd's going nuts, and then he goes, "Oh, and my co-host, my wife, my queen, Michelle McCool," and just fucking crickets. Just not a sound in the crowd when Michelle came out.
Michelle's a fine wrestler of her era, which is the Divas era, but
the problem is
you're riding the coattails.
Yeah, like she's done enough where she can just sort of go off her own merits, but she's like, oh, I'm sick of people accusing me of like using my husband to get into things and blah blah blah. But then like your husband literally had his own podcast and his own co-host, and then that person gets let go so you can be the co-host.
Yep, it's weird.
Yeah, like come on.
Anything else we really need to touch on? Because at least then there's nothing too major. Like Best of the Super Juniors is starting soon, so I'll probably be watching a fair bit of that. But probably put out taped stuff over next week and the week after then.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot to really talk more about the Hall of Fame. Like Steph did a really good speech, as expected. Demolition were great. AJ gets inducted by Gallows and Anderson, which makes sense, of course. I don't know why we didn't even suggest that.
Would put them in.
But like, I don't know why I didn't even suggest them last week when we were speculating.
Yeah. Who put in Demolition?
Oh, that was an interesting one, actually. It was 3 people. It was Haku, the Warlord, and Arn Anderson. So it was like one half of like probably 3 of Demolition's best matches, or like most like famous matches. Like King Haku and Andre the Giant beat Demolition for the tag titles at WrestleMania 6. Oh, they dropped the tag titles. I can't remember. One or the other. They had a match against them at WrestleMania. As I previously mentioned. Demolition and the Powers of Pain, Warlord and Barbarian, had a long feud in like 89, 90, which
Yes.
which was it was basically started as like Demolition is the heel tag team and the Powers of Pain as the babyface tag team. And Demolition had Mr. Fuji, but at Survivor Series, I think 80, I'm not sure if it was 89, it might have been at 88 even. One of the Survivor Series, Mr. Fuji turned on Demolition and joined Powers of Pain, so they did a double turn. So
Yeah.
that might be like, one of the first instances I can remember seeing a double turn was on Demolition and the Powers of Pain. So, that was a great feud. And then, the Arn Anderson won half of the Brain Busters. There was a 2 out of 3 falls match that Demolition had with the Brain Busters that I had on VHS somewhere. It was so good. Yeah, like they're just the perfect counterparts for Arn and Tully just because of like how powerful but also technical they can be. So, it was good.
Well, thank you very much for this evening, Alex. Where can the good humans go find you?
Find me on socials at Fruity's Alex. You can find us at Wrestling Ozstyle. Search us up on Facebook, Wrestling Ozstyle with an AUS, and you can find Chris at
I'm Chris Funder on Twitter. Come tell me why Cody is good wrestler thing. Yes. You can go listen to the archive for free on SoundCloud, Spotify, TuneIn, and YouTube, as well as using the RSS feed found in the show notes below for your podcast of choice. Nothing left to say but good day, and we'll speak to you next time.
dude, like your champions at the moment are just like the best feuds from 2024. So it's like Liv and Rhea, Cody and Roman.
Are we just hitting the reset button to back before WrestleMania 40, back before TKO?
Yeah, we're just like, oh, when did we have our most fans since TKO took over? Oh, Cody, Roman, Liv, Rhea. Okay, let's put belts on all of them this time.
You know what else we should do? We should bring back somebody else who had a belt and was at WrestleMania. I'm talking about Cactus Jack himself, Travis Scott.
Oh, man.
The modern hardcore champion.
Maybe next year, because that's what they did at the Raw-After-Mania, was they essentially teased a Cody versus Punk title match at some point, which I think is probably going to happen in Mania, the way that they're telling this story. So who's the celebrity that gets involved in the Cody versus Punk title match? Because Cody's just been cursed by celebrities every Mania
now. What's his name? Did Home Alone? Macaulay Culkin? He's a huge wrestling fan.
Hell yeah.
Get him in.
Yeah. Taylor Swift.
I mean, with the amount of beers that guy drunk front row, why not?
There'll be Saudi Arabia next year, so it won't be a woman celebrity.
Mm. Maybe
Yeah.
somebody from the Saudi Arabian
Oh my
version of The
God.
Office.
It'll be fucking Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ooh, then we can get IShowSpeed with him.
Because of the fucking... He's in the Saudi league, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's doing better than Tottenham.
Well, what do we think of Tottenham?
Shit.
What do we think of shit?
Tottenham.
Exactly. Thank you. That's all right. Yeah, I mean, you heard it here first. Next year, Cody Rhodes with Cristiano Ronaldo versus CM Punk with IShowSpeed.
Book it, you cowards.
It's gonna happen.